about it on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I'm just excited to be out there and be a great teammate, help coach the other guys on their assignment. Also, just, some of the events we got going on. Some guys are injured and not be able to be out there with us, but just having the opportunity to do things like a wing eating contest is pretty cool. So,
Are you doing anything?
I would be in the wing eating contest, but all the old linemen wanted to be in it, so just let them do that. So,
Who's your pick to win?
Rocco sounded pretty confident. So, if he's out there, I'm pretty sure he'd be good at it for sure.
With the Wings flag football game, did you coach in Bend up in Minnesota like that? Are you excited about that?
Yes, sir. I was just back home last weekend, and it was the first ever flag football women's game, a tournament thing on Bloomington Kennedy High School. One of my coaches ran it, so he kind of invited me out there. But it was really, really fun, and I'm really excited about, women's sports in general. Starting to see that to rise, and just seeing that is just big for me. And I know that it's becoming a thing now out here, so I just want that to take over the world, and just shows the power of women's sports. I'm really excited for women's sports.
I think we talked to you before spring.
Yeah.
What do you think of this team now, a couple months later? What do you think of it coming out of camp?
I'm really excited about our team. I feel like we took a lot of steps forward. We've grown. It's a great brotherhood here. And I'm just really excited to get to work with them in the fall. But I'll just say we took that next step as a team. It's more of a player-led team now. Rather than it coming from the coaches, a lot of us doing the leadership part. So I'm really excited for that.
When do you feel like that shift started to happen
With this group, because, you guys lost some really good leaders who go into the NFL, but when did that shift happen?
I'll say like a couple weeks in, some of the training things that we did, had some of the Navy guys come in and do that, the accountability part from there. I think we took a lot of lessons from what they told us and taught us, and now you can kind of see it from the players. A lot of the things, I know it's different going to war and doing all those things, but just learning a lot of the mental training that we've been through, the mental stuff, whether if that's just like learning a few things about breathing, or whether if that's just like having mental toughness. But as a team, we've grown mentally, and I think that's what we've started to see now is guys leading, being a mentally tough team, and it's going to be a hard team to beat.
like the SEALs?
Yeah, they came in, and yeah, man, shout out to them. They did a great job with us. They had a couple days with us. Just in that short amount of time, we learned a lot. I took a lot of notes from that as well that I'm starting to use in my running back room and just being a leader in general. So.
Did you put you through the pool thing?
Yeah, we had to go underwater, switch a hoodie underwater, give it to your partner, and then they put your hoodie on, and then you come back on top of the water. We had to tread water for a long time. Some of us couldn't swim, so it was really interesting. So, yeah.
You've been with Coach Rule the whole time for 2+ years. What kind of an appreciation do you have as a player for how he's had to adapt? College football's a lot different now. Just this year, but especially if you consider 2023 to today. What's your as a player, like, do you pay mind to that? What your head coach is doing outside of the practice field?
Yeah, and I'll say I do, and also everybody else on this team. Coach Rule's done a great job. His job's not easy. It'll be a tough job for me to do. So he's took that step, and he's became a really, really great players coach. And he's, made sure that as a team we're doing the things that we need to do, whether that's on the field or off the field. The accountability aspect of making sure we show up to class. Class or any meetings is just as important as football. So he's taught us a lot of life lessons and not just football. We can call him up about anything. I'm sure like 10 years down the road when, somebody about to get married or, somebody has a incident, I won't hesitate to call Coach Rule because he's brought that to our program.
What's it out about the other running backs this spring? What have you seen from those guys in your room?
Yeah, those guys have been growing really well. Guys like Quinnen and Mackay, they've been taking steps forward. I'm excited about, even Connor Booth, man. The first week he came in, he was really hesitant and, he was kind of just figuring out things. But now you kind of see him out there and he's flying around. So that just shows that he's taking the coaching. Coach EJ is going to coach us really hard, but he wants the best for us. So at the end of the day, seeing that progress has been really great. And the room has just grown in terms of just knowing football and just playing fast now.
You see that same urgency? Like you always have that urgency, like I could be the next guy up.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that from others?
Yeah, I am. And like I said in my other interview, I'm not doing my job if I'm not setting those guys up to go in the game and make an instant impact. So, I'm excited for that, but we just got to keep growing. It takes all of us. It doesn't just take one person. So down, game 8, game 9, down the stretch, we're going to need some of these younger guys and guys to step up. So,
How much do you like Holgerson's offense? And he's got a lot of trust in you. He really likes you.
I love it, man. I love it a lot. And, like I said before, it's really simple. The game has slowed down to me a lot now. I'm able to coach a lot of other guys, be that leader for them. But I just like his offense just because, everything's simple and everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to do. We know if a play doesn't work out, it's on us. And then we run routine plays every day in practice. Those are going to translate to the game. So just keeping it simple and routine plays every day. And we've been getting a lot better as an offense, more efficient. And you're going to see that this season.
Out of curiosity, with you being from Minneapolis, how familiar or close are you with Kendall Blue coming to basketball?
I'm glad you asked that. That's my boy. I was just talking to him just before this, and I'm really excited about him. We grew up playing AAU together. We played travel basketball together, and just to see him and his development at St. Thomas, which is a really great school in Minnesota. Once he entered the portal, or said he was about to enter the portal, I reached out to him, and I kind of know his game fit the system of what we want to do here with Fred. So I just, I reached out to him, and I'm really excited. He said that he already liked the team before, but I'm really excited that it actually happened, and now I'm going to have somebody from Minnesota here with me to cheer on the basketball side. I was already cheering them out, but now it's like somebody you grew up playing with, man. It just means a lot for him to come in here and be from Minnesota, too, so shout out Minnesota.
As the main recruiter for him?
Yeah, I talked to him actually like last week, and, I was just telling him more than the most important part for me was just making sure Kendall's a good person. He's a good person. So it's not just the basketball part. I told him he's getting a great guy and a great person. So that was an important part.
And Coach Rule came in here and said just the progress that he's seen out of Dylan. Obviously, you guys have spent a lot of time together this offseason. What growth have you seen from him?
Yeah, Dylan's turning into a veteran quick. He's being a really good coach for some of the other quarterbacks, and I would say the game is slowing down for him too. And so he's took that next step of, knowing what to do, but now like knowing what to do and coaching others and making sure they're doing everything right. So he took that leadership role, and I'm really excited to get going with him this season.
This Saturday is going to be pretty untraditional. Fans are used to just a regular red-white scrimmage. What's your pitch to the fans to come up and see you guys this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, man, if you love Nebraska football, I would come out and support, man. We're out here working. Some of the guys, I'm glad Coach is letting some of the guys that don't usually get the chance to, play because it takes everybody, and everybody wants the opportunity to go out there and play. So it's a really special chance for fans to come out and support us, and I'm going to be out there, having a fun time. But just if you're excited for Nebraska football this year, you should be there on Saturday. It's going to be really, really fun.
Anything else for that?
Yep. Appreciate y'all.